Who is the strongest Pokemon? Mewtwo? Arceus? Giratina? Or is it perhaps a fusion of gods themselves? Today I'm gonna combine the strongest legendaries from Pokemon Infinite Fusion to see which one is the coolest looking fusion. And yes, we are counting mythicals as well, since there are few in this list. In the fan game Pokemon Infinite Fusion, there are a total of 28 legendaries, all having unique fusions with each other. This means the total number of fusions we can get from 28 different Pokemon are 784, which is an enormous number. So for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna trim it down to my favorite fusions from each generation, starting with Generation 1. Ever since I watched the first Pokemon movie, I have been a huge fan of the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo. So, it is only natural that the first fusion I'm about to show you is Mewtwo fused with his actual father, Mew. The most striking features of this fusion are its double tail and bright blue eyes, with the top half of its head representing Mewtwo and the bottom half representing Mew, which I think is a great creative choice. But how about we fuse Mewtwo with the 3 legendary birds from Kanto, Articuno, Moltres and Zapdos. Fusing Mewtwo with Articuno gives us this bird creature, which is alright. Fusing Mewtwo with Zapdos gives us the electric wingman, but my favorite is the fusion of Mewtwo with Moltres. Just look at it, the bright golden flames emanating from its wings and tail are pure eye candy. Speaking of eye candy, let's move on to Generation 2, where we encounter even more legendary bird Pokemon. I am of course talking about the legendary duo Ho-Oh and Lugia. Combining Ho-Oh with Lugia gives us a stunning design. Ho-Oh's bright yellow crest now sits on top of Lugia's head, and the wings showcase a beautiful combination of white and lime green colors. Along with its golden tail, this fusion creates a fantastic design worthy of being displayed in an art gallery. But we are not done with Lugia just yet, because the next fusion I'm about to show you will blow your mind. Brace yourself for Shadow Lugia. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is not a fusion, it's just Lugia but colored differently. And you're right. But this fusion is special because this is an alternate design of Lugia from the video game Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This game was one of the first Pokemon games to feature Shadow Pokemon. I can't help but wish that Pokemon Go had used the same design for Shadow Lugia instead of the watered down version we got. Let's talk about dogs, specifically the legendary dogs Raikou, Suicune and Entei. The fusions of Raikou with Suicune and Entei are decent, and sure, the fusion of Suicune with Entei is awesome, just look at the color combinations. But the fusions that really take the cake are the self-fusions. The fusion of Raikou with itself gives us an electric blue beast on steroids. The fusion of Entei with itself gives us the Inferno beast. But my favorite is the fusion of Suicune with itself. This, my friends, is a cosmic beast. And the fact that it has literal stars across its luscious hair just makes you stare at this fusion in awe and reverence. Let's close out this generation by talking about the mythical Pokemon Celebi. Celebi and Ho-Oh have an awesome fusion. This grass-flying creature has the body shape of Ho-Oh and Celebi's calm and healing nature. A similar argument can be made about the fusion of Celebi and Lugia. Both fusions are really good, but if I have to pick one, it would be this one. Alright, it's time to move on to Generation 3. The fusions of the legendary Pokemon Groudon and Kyogre are truly pleasing to look at. This recolored blue version of Groudon with Kyogre's fins is something I didn't know I needed until I saw this fusion. Furthermore, the self-fusions of Groudon and Kyogre lead us to their respective primal forms, which comes as no surprise since their primal forms are truly majestic. Speaking of majestic Pokemon, let's fuse Groudon and Kyogre with Rayquaza. These fusions of Rayquaza with Groudon and Kyogre are among the most badass ones out there. There's not much to say because words fail to describe how much I love these fusions. Let me know your favorite in the comments below, as I can choose which one is better. Wait, what's that?
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird!
It's a plane!
Latios and Latias serve a singular purpose this generation, to fuse and attain greater forms of themselves. This fusion presents two variations, one with Latios' body where its arms and wings are gracefully replaced by Latias, and the other featuring Latias' body with its arms and wings elegantly substituted by Latios. Gen 3 isn't complete without including the lovely mythical Pokemon Jirachi. In its normal state, Jirachi has 3 wish tags on its head and 2 comet tails on its back. However, when Jirachi undergoes self-fusion, the comet tails on its back increases from 2 to 5, each containing 4 wish tags, resulting in a grand total of 20 wish tags. This self-fusion serves as a mega evolution of Jirachi, evident from the amplification of its notable features. Let's move on to Generation 4 with the continent Pokemon Regigigas. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the
Ultimate Reggie.
This is what you get when you combine every single Regi Pokemon into a Frankenstein monster. This behemoth of a Pokemon is powered by a Regi Eleki core encased in a Regi Steel body. Its right arm is the powerful Regi Drago and the left arm is the rock-hard Regi Rock. Not to mention that with a Regi Ice base, this beast can spin like a Beyblade, destroying everything in its path. But can it rival the fusion between time and space itself? I am talking about the fusion of Dialga and Palkia. Although I like the Regi fusion more, this fusion would be surely overpowered in the Pokemon world. I mean, this fusion literally controls space and time itself. But let me know who would win in a fight between the Regi fusion and the Dialga and Palkia fusion. Moving on, we have the third main legendary Pokemon from Sinnoh and the Lord of the Distortion world, Giratina. The fusion of Giratina with Dialga is okay in my opinion, but the fusion of Giratina with Palkia is just awesome. However, it's not as awesome as the fusion with God himself, Arceus. Behold a celestial entity that controls everything in our existence, from the creation of stars and galaxies to their very destruction. But there is still one more Giratina fusion that is above and beyond anything you have seen so far, and I'll reveal that at the end of this video. But for now, let's see the fusions of the mythical Pokemon Darkrai and Deoxys. Darkrai is said to be the Pokemon that inhabits dreams and causes the target to have unending nightmares. So let's see if its fusion is nightmarish enough. Yep, this is a god that you don't want to mess with unless you crave endless dreams about falling through your bed. Hate when that happens. And so we enter the last generation of legendary Pokemon fusions, Gen 5. In Gen 5, things are a bit different. First and foremost, among the 3 main legendaries, Reshiram, Zekrom and Kyurem, Kyurem stands out with its existing fusions in the main series games. When Kyurem merges with Reshiram, it becomes White Kyurem, and when it combines with Zekrom, it transforms into Black Kyurem. So we only have to fuse Reshiram and Zekrom with each other. This fusion presents 2 variations, both of which are really good. One is a terrific blend of Reshiram's white body with Zekrom's black hands and feet. The other variation is a burning fire chicken, which is still hot in my opinion. And that leaves us with one more legendary Pokemon in this generation, Genesect. The fusions of Genesect with Reshiram and Kyurem are alright, but the fusion of Genesect with Zekrom is probably my favorite Gen 5 fusion because the black and blue combination works so well with its design. Not to mention the bright red eyes, giving this fusion a terrifying appearance. Just imagine an army of these storming your house. Well, I think it's finally time for me to reveal the fusion you've been patiently waiting this whole time. Feast your eyes on the best legendary fusion in Pokemon, the fusion of Giratina and Mewtwo. All I can say is just take it in like you take in a deep breath, because this is peak fusion. Or at least that's what I think. Which one is your favorite fusion? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, take care and have a wonderful day.